Just tell me what is the bad impact of social media in our life? What do you think?
You know that there are so many platforms in the social media, just like we are going in the 2000s, so there are YouTube video sharing companies. After we are going in the 2010, there are Instagram also and WhatsApp. But if we are using these types of social media sites, so we have to know many instructions are there. We have to follow them. But we are the new generations are doing in the Instagram. There are so many teenagers who are making the reels, and not even reels. They are making the vulgar reels. They are using and the many person and criminals are using the social media for the cyber crimes.
Well, we can also use in a right way, and because you know that if we want to send the message to any people, then we can send in a sometimes. So I think you cannot say that like the only the bad impact of social media, because I think it's a depend on the person. If persons is not good and if they are using in a wrong way, then I think they are a bad. So if we are saying the social media is a bad, no, it's not like that. I think the who they are trying to use in a wrong way, they are a bad. So what is
I am thinking that you are right in the some points. You are saying that the social media is very good and the technology is very good. So we can talk in each other in a very short time and we can send them the messages in a very short way and a very short time. But it is right. But there is another method for it that we can use the SMS apps, we can use the video call of the mobile's default settings. But with the social media, you know that there are totally the profiles are there of the person. You can check their photos, you can check their bio and their details, so it can be harmful for us because if there is a
it can be also a good, and because you know that the, like you are just going in any places, and in that times if you want to give your introduction, and if anyone is coming in front of you and they are asking about you and you don't have a time in that time, so if we are saying that I have an Instagram ID, then you can check my status about what I do and what I do in education. So in that time they can go in a Instagram and they can get a profile and they can know about how to think and uh, how do you better in your education so places. So I think it's also a good if we will use in a right.
if you are saying things in the different way, I am saying it's very casual things that we can say to each other friends if we are the friends. But if we are going in the formal location, just like we are going in the interview, so we can't say just check my the Instagram profile, check my this social media platform. We have a proper resume are there in the chronological order. That's why if you are using the social media, so there are no restriction on you that you can put any types of photos, any types of video in the social media. That's why many girls are posting their videos in the short dresses, and many boys are doing the vulgar things and abusive language are there. That's why nobody can restrict them. Nobody can stop them. That's why I'm saying that they are spreading the bad impact in us.
But I think you cannot say they like this, because if they are putting in this type of reels and videos, then I think it's a decision of their life. We cannot say that. And if they think that it's not wrong, then I think it should not be wrong in the front of us. And if they are putting, then it can be bad for that persons. I'm talking about the girls if you are asking a question. I think that it's all the problem of our mentality, uh, because it's a problem of mentality. Because okay, you know that the when we try to remove our badness, then you think that the many people say like we have to go river like at a Ganga and we have to take a bath in a Ganga, then we will able to remove your badness for many things. So I think in that times it's not like that, because if you are a bad, it means in your mind you are taking a bad things in your mind, so it means you are wrong. If you are taking a bath in a river and you are thinking that I will become a very good person, so I don't think that you can become a good person. So it's a all problem of the mentality. If they are putting you have to give the freedom. If they are putting, because if they will put, then they will face the problem. You will not face the problem. And if you just we are talking about the social media, then I think there is also a good impact of like vehicles. Okay, we use the vehicle, and we know that what is the bad thing, bad impact of a vehicle, what is the good impact of vehicle. If you will use in a right way, if you will use in a minimum times, then obviously it will be very good. But if you are not using in a right way, the like you are using every time, so obviously it will not be good for our atmosphere. So in that conditions, we should think that it's not good for our atmosphere. Then we have to use the electrical vehicle. So I think it's also in a social media. If you are using in a only sometimes, if you know that what is the right, what is the wrong, because the like okay, assume that we are talking about in a social media, and if any company launch any types of app and anything, and because they don't know that you will use in a wrong way. They are thinking that it's very helpful for a student. They can study, but they cannot know about your mind. How do you think? How do you take the action? And how do you think about the peoples? It's totally depend on us. If we will able to clear in your mind what we have to do in the future. If we are a killer, if we know that what is the problem of our family, if we know about all things, then obviously we will able to do better things. So I think it's all the problem of the mentality. If they are putting, then they have to give the freedom. Then how can you say that it's a problem of the person?
No, I'm not saying that it's not a problem of any person. I'm saying that if we are opening a social media platform and you don't have any followers, you are not nothing know about the social media platform. You open your account. So they are suggesting the reels of the famous persons who are influencer and there is no restriction of it because you are the beginner. They are providing you the what is the running right now? What is the trend? You know that what is the trend right now? Many heroines and many actors are doing vulgar things. So they are providing you the because they are popular. You don't know what is these things because you are the beginner. You don't know how to restrict it and why are they are coming. You don't know. That's why they are providing you that the method of it. That they are providing you the vulgar methods and vulgar things in the your reels and your the photos. If you open the Instagram and any another app, so how can you know it? You are totally confused why it's happening.
But okay, then try to tell me. If we will not use Instagram, then we cannot live. We can look. We can live. It's not our oxygen. We know that. We are resident. We don't have a need to operate because we know that there are only a bad things. Okay. Then we can stop the Instagram. We have not to make the account, and obviously we can make better ourselves. But we don't know that. We don't try to do like this because we think that we have to enjoy our life and it's we have to create the memory and because if we will not create the memory then we will unable to do in a life. It's I think it's a concept of new persons and I'm talking about the student. They always try to collect a lot of memory and they will think that if I will do job then I will unable to get this time, then I have to enjoy my life, but it's not like that. If you are thinking that you have to collect collection, you have to keep the collection of the memory, then that things will be only in your mobile phones. But that thing will not use in your jobs. Then I think that we have not done Instagram. So, okay, stop.